Hello YouTubers, it's Ronnie Henson here in Southwest Oklahoma. This is about 1 year later and I'm going to do a video on these carburetors that were cleaned with muriatic acid. And what we're going to do is there's a lot of response to that video of cleaning these carburetors and what kind of effect it has on them after the fact. Well, what I did is that I had these two carburetors right here, and both of them were cleaned with the same process in that video. One of them was sprayed with WD-40 and the other one was not. I set them up in the attic, not a controlled heating and air conditioning situation. That attic is hot in the summer and cold in the winter. There's humidity up there, there's dryness up there, there's dust up there, there's everything. This is going to be a short video to show you what these carburetors look like. Now keep in mind, when I clean these carburetors with muriatic acid, I put them on my engine on the run stand and I run both of them and they run flawless. And so these carburetors are ready to bolt on and go. So these were done November the 6th of 2019, and here it is what the February the 9th of 2021, and you're going to get to see what these carburetors look like. They were never put on an engine and run for any length of time other than to break them in and tune them, and then they went straight up into the attic, and one was sprayed with WD-40 and one was not. And the whole intent of this video is just so that you can see what the carburetors look like a year after they've been cleaned with muriatic acid, and you can decide for yourself whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it. Now, these carburetors that I buy from flea markets and all over the place, they're basically junk. So I didn't have anything to lose by doing it, and I had everything to gain if it worked. I'm thoroughly pleased with it, and I'm very satisfied with it. And as a matter of fact, I sold one of these carburetors on one of the engines that I built to an individual, and he's still running it and he loves it. So anyhow, I'm going to show you what they look like. We're going to do the one that was sprayed with WD-40. Now, when I say sprayed with WD-40, I took WD-40 and I just sprayed it over the entire carburetor, bottom and the top. And then this one here did not get sprayed, and then they both went up into the attic, and that's where they sit for a year. So let's go ahead and look at the first one, and the first one is the one that I sprayed with WD-40, and you can see all the steel and everything on it. So here's that carburetor, and I'm going to try to show you the best I can, and you can look in that. Butterflies, all the steel and the hardware, the end, everything's still real smooth and good. Okay, so that's the one that was sprayed with WD-40 and stored. This carburetor right here was not sprayed, and you'll be able to see the rust and the corrosion and the discoloration or whatever you're looking for. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and show you this one up close, just like we did that one. Keep in mind, this is the one that wasn't sprayed with WD-40. And yes, there is some corrosion on the steel right there. It's light. You could actually take a brass brush and brush that off. You can see where that steel is turned, where the bolts that hold the bowls on, they've got a little bit of corrosion on them. Corrosion where the fuel line goes in. accelerator pump, corrosion. You can see the butterflies still look really good. And this is probably the side that you want to see right there. That's where the majority of the steel is right there. Now that rod that holds the choke open, I do that to all my Holley carburetors. I don't use a choke. I leave that choke open, and all that is a steel rod that I cut to length and put in there, and then I locked it in there so that it holds the choke open. But anyhow, hopefully I'm holding this to where you can see what you need to see so that you can make a decision. And this video has got thousands of views, and a lot of people that has done this process has really enjoyed it and like it. And then there's a few people that clean some carburetors, and I guess they turn black and they're all upset. But like I said in my description, do a test piece. Hell, I don't know. I don't know what the chemical composition of this shit is. So, but I do know that these are both 3310s. This carburetor right here is a 2000, and this is a 79. So these carburetors are within a couple of years of each other right here. The exact same carburetors. The next video that I'm going to make is I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to take the one that's corroded the worst, and I'm going to put it on this engine right here behind me. I'm going to stick it on this engine right here behind me, and I'm going to do a video of how to install this carburetor, put it on the engine, adjust it, set it up, and run it, and let you see how these carburetors run. Guys, I wouldn't bullshit you. I wouldn't send you on a goose chase and have you do something that I wouldn't do myself. I have no problem doing these. Now, if I had a real nice Holley carburetor that had the yellow chromate on it, and it was still real nice, and the carburetor just needed a rebuild kit in it and maybe run through some solvent, I wouldn't do this process, because that process is going to take off the chromate and you're not going to have the yellow. But it doesn't hurt it on this right here. Now, did the finish on the carburetors turn a little bit within a year? Yes, they did. But if you will put this carburetor on an engine and you will spray it periodically, and you take just a wire brush and keep your metal parts clean, I don't think there'll be a problem with this. I really don't. But anyhow, you guys have seen the cleaning process that I did the video on, and you saw two carburetors that were a year after the fact. So you decide what you want to do. Please leave me some comments. I mean, I don't care if they're good or bad. I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't make any money off this. I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube. I'm doing this because I'm in Southwest Oklahoma. Right now it's February the 9th. It's about 19 degrees outside. It's nasty. It's cold. What else could I be doing right now? Normally I'd be fishing, but the weather sucks, so I'm not fishing. Everyone that has subscribed and liked my videos, I just want to tell you thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. And like I said, I'm not making any money off of YouTube. I'm not trying to get X number amount of likes and X number amount of subscriptions so that I can get money from them. I could care less about that. The only thing that I'm concerned about is maybe helping somebody do something to save some money when it comes to this kind of stuff. I like to fabricate. I like to build engines, transmissions. I work on old muscle cars, and that's what I do. But anyhow, I want to thank you guys for all your support and all your kind words and subscribing to my channel. And if you have any questions, I promise you, leave them in the comments, because I make a point to go in there and look at those comments, and I will respond to each and every one of them. And I just want to thank everybody for watching these videos. And you guys have a blessed and safe day, and stay safe out there. Thank you.